Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm just stretching out. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to run, ride my bike. Sunday, I might get the boat out. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm just hanging out here until I figure it out. Stretch my legs because I feel tight. My legs feel tight. What are you guys doing today? It's Sunday. I'm not sure if there's any holidays or I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, that was an interesting matchup. Um, yeah, sometimes either way, I really never know what to think. I always did my best. So I know that's kind of weird to say, but I don't know. I mean, it's sometimes I'm like, I don't know how I won that one. Then I say, I don't know how I lost that one. So it seems like there's always like some weird alignments that make things happen. So I don't know. But yeah, that matchup was that was a long time ago. No, I haven't planned on doing anything in years. I mean, I think the only thing I've really said to anybody about coaching, training, matchups, and it doesn't really matter what department it's in. I just need to get paid relatively close to what I'm worth. Like I take everything I do really serious, and um, in all the years, I need to get paid what it's worth. You know, like whatever my time and effort is, I got to get paid equal. And nobody's wanted to pay me equally, so I just can't. I just can't compete. I can't train. I can't coach. I can't. There's a lot of things I can't do unless I'm getting paid equally. How's it going, everybody? If you're new, please subscribe. My buddy's been he says you got to say that all the time. He's like you got to say subscribe more often. So it doesn't matter what the situation is. If as long as I get paid equally, I'm okay with it. But it just doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. And it hasn't happened in probably 15 years, so I'm not I'm not in a rush. No, I'll say that when I made it to that level, the pay was correct for me. Um, all the way till the time I got cut, my pay was correct for me. So what I'm saying is what happened leading up to that, leading up to the best organization, around, leading up to that it was a long road. I took it very serious and I think it paid off. But after that, it's just everybody wanted to rip me off or they wanted to give me bogus checks. A lot of people gave me checks that bounced, and that was, I mean, sometimes that's heartbreaking, when somebody gives you a big check and you're like, okay, we're in, this is all going to work out. And I'm training hard, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. And then you get a call from the bank like, hey, this check is no good. So, or people they wanted to use my name to hype their organization or hype their show and, headline me and market me. But when it came down to there was a couple matches where I actually flew out to the shows and I was completely ready and the person couldn't pay me. And so I couldn't do the show. So that's tough when you train 3 or 4 months to get the reward and there's no reward. Not only that, you can't do the show because the person can't pay you. But don't get me wrong, it's been a really long time, but the UFC was really good to me. I've seen a lot of situations where these guys are coming back and they're trying to put lawsuits on the UFC and things like that. I did see a few things that I maybe didn't like, but the UFC, Dana White, everybody there was good to me. I can't complain. So that was that. And then after that, it just seemed like every organization, managers, promoters, they just wanted to rip me off or try to get something for nothing. So some of the smaller organizations, these people that I'm talking about that were basically they were breaking their contract is what they were doing. I think they already planned to break the contract, so I think they knew what they were doing. Most of those people just claim bankruptcy, and then it all goes through the business. It doesn't fall back personally on them. So no, a lot of those people, there's a lot of people that did the shows. They would do the show anyway, hoping that they would get something in the end, and they never got paid, or they're on for a long time. I think even still today, there's some of that. So no, I knew from I knew from all the years previous to do what's in your contract, to understand what's in your contract, and to do what's in your contract. So and if that person didn't fulfill their contract, I wasn't gonna. I mean, in any case, if sponsors came through, or if there was something where, like, say one person didn't pay me, but everybody else did, I would have been like, okay. But usually when the chips start to fall, everything falls through. So, anyways, yeah, all that MMA stuff, that was years ago. It was 15 years ago. Things were fine, but after that, it was just kind of on the decline. And then I haven't done anything with MMA seriously in 10 or more years. I haven't even considered it, really. What's up, Leo? Yeah, so I've heard a lot about these lawsuits. I think there's a bunch of them. Um, I'm not really interested. I think that, I mean, I understand why some of the guys think the way they do, but I also think that I would say 90% of those people didn't really perform to what they want to get out of these lawsuits. A lot of these guys are just kind of washed up, in my opinion. Some of the guys, they, I shouldn't say some, I should say majority of the guys were guys that were middle and lower in their weight classes. And maybe they got pressured in one way or another to take less money. So that's kind of their situation. But the guys at the top, I understand. Again, I saw some things, maybe a few little things that I didn't quite agree with, but I can't complain. I feel like I got paid equal amounts for the things I was doing. Unless somebody could show me something different, unless somebody showed me, like, this is what they made off you and this is what you got. I mean, if somebody could show me that, then I'd be interested maybe, but other than that, I feel like I was treated fairly. Yeah, I remember you, Leo. Yeah, these guys, I think this one guy's bouncing in and out. Some people do that. Oh, nothing. I'm gonna have a bite of this rice, little energy drink. I think I'm gonna ride my bike for a little warm up. I might ride around for a little bit. I was thinking about getting my boat out. First time I ever tried white rice. It's pretty good. Yeah. I could really use a boating partner, Buffalo. Man, that sounds like a good idea. Like chicken and white rice. I think it goes good together. So yeah, again, all that UFC lawsuits and all that stuff, I don't have much interest in it. Um, Unless somebody could come forward and show me like this is what you did, this is what they did, and this would be the difference or something. I'm not really interested in it. I'm not really interested in pursuing it. I feel that the UFC was very fair to me. Um, yeah, the UFC was very fair to me, and I got paid a good amount of money. Dana White was good to me. Their organization was good to me. Their people were good to me. I don't have much interest in it. I mean, I have more interest in pursuing bass fishing or something to do with the outdoors. Like I like the hunting, bass fishing. Um, I really enjoy working out. I still enjoy working out. I just don't work out for MMA. I mean, but I enjoy running. I enjoy riding my bike. Anything outdoors and working out, diets. I mean, I'm willing to pursue any of that stuff. But as far as MMA goes, I mean, unless somebody's going to pay me my equal share, I'm not that interested. What's going on, Phoenix? Come down here to the Mississippi River, Buffalo. Get you some bass. get some some northern and bass. Our fish are pretty little though. Like a big fish here is not a big fish in other places. Hold on real quick. Yeah, I think I need to work out first. I need to do a little workout first, even if I do a short run or something like that. Like I don't feel right if I don't work out. Um, and it's been so like we have this like haze that is hanging over the city. Like, I don't know if it's this Canadian wildfire stuff still. I don't know what's going on, but the sun is up, but it just seems kind of like it's like there's some mist or a slight cloud or some haze over the city. It's really strange. I think you can get the motivation. I think the hard part is just starting. And that's what you have to do. You just have to start. And once you start, everything after that is easy. And I can help you. It's really simple stuff. I talk about this stuff with my buddy all the time. My best friend, Greg, I talk to him about these things all the time. And now he's at in a place where me and him have worked out together for years, and he was really out of shape for a while, and now he's back into it, and he loves it. He just loves it. He can't wait for his next workout. He's always into the next workout. He's always got the next workout planned and everything. But for a long time, it was hard to get started. But I could completely help you with it. It's really easy. It's so easy. You just have to get started. That's all it takes. I have a friend, I have another friend. It's a female, but she's like, motivation is bullshit. She's like really hardcore. She's like, motivation is bullshit. You want to be healthy or not. And she's like, really, she's kind of like mean about it. It's kind of funny. She's like, if you don't have motivation, you're weak. And like she just starts going in. It's hilarious. I think I need some sort of organic fungus treatment for my trees or something. What are you talking about, dude? Well, I think again, the caring part, that's up to you. Like if you don't want it, nobody's gonna make you do it. So if you don't care, then don't care. Um, that's completely up to you. My mission is never to convince anybody to do anything. My mission is like overall like healthy lifestyle type stuff. And if you don't want to do that, that's it's completely up to you. I don't think I don't know how you feel about it, Buffalo, but I don't feel I'm very forceful with what I do. I'm not I'm not making any I'm just showing people what I do, or I just tell people my opinions, or I tell people what I do, or I show people what I do. I said hello, Phoenix. You've been in and out. But yeah, I definitely don't make anybody do anything, or I don't force anybody to do anything. I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything. Um, if if anything comes out of it, I would just like to see more people live a healthy lifestyle, because I hear about it from my friends all the time that are like my same age. Um, they're always like, "Oh man, I should have listened to you 10 years ago. You know, now I'm overweight and my back hurts, or I hurt myself, or things like that." Well, I think the spark usually comes with some kind of negativity. Um, I had a friend, he is very overweight and he drinks, he likes to have fun. He drinks a lot, he eats a lot, and he's overweight. And he wasn't feeling good. And he went to the doctor and he was slightly like, I think it's like pre diabetic. They started him on medication and he he was miserable. He realized like how far his health had slipped. Like his health had slipped down without him really knowing because he was just drinking and eating and he's out having fun, but then when he's outside of that cycle, when he's like normal and he's at work, he was groggy, he's tired, he's not feeling well, his stomach hurts, he's having headaches, he's got blurred vision. He's not, I mean, he felt horrible. And so I helped him kind of get off the medication, which was good, and I think that the human body's amazing. You just have to give it the right tools. For other people, I've had friends who used to be athletes and now they're just normal people and they don't work out, they don't do anything. And then, they bend over to pick up their kid and they hurt their back or something like that. And that's their motivation, that's their spark. It's usually something negative. They want to go play soccer with their kid and they can't, or, things like that. It's usually like a negative thing that sparks it. I think women is like one of the easier ones. I think for a lot of women, it's more like, I never had a problem getting a date or something like that. And then like recently I realized I can't get a date. I haven't met anybody in a long time, or, for women, it's an easy thing where I think there's a lot of pressure on women to look good. So a lot of the women, they'll kind of like finally look in the mirror and go, I've gained 35 pounds or I've gained 40 pounds. And now they realize that's why they can't do the things they used to do as far as like dating scene or going out or whatever the deal is, whatever their thing is. He said, I'm out shopping right now. Yeah, and all this stuff, I can make it really easy for you. I mean, for most people, I think that everybody overthinks it. They overthink it way too much. They think like, oh, I got to change my whole life, or I got to go to the gym 6 hours a day. I got to run every day. I got to this every day. It's really not that hard. I'm going to be fair with you. There's a small percentage of people that I would blame genetics for their weight gain. It's a very small percentage of people. Don't get me wrong, those people exist, but it's a very small percentage. But that is not fact. That is my observation. That's totally it right there. People have way too many excuses. But going back to what you originally started with, Buffalo, you either want to do it or you don't. And most people don't. And if you don't, that's fine. I'm not here to tell you not to do it, but the thing I tell most people is if you have a health issue or you have a health problem, you're going to fix your problem from a hospital bed or you can start working on it now. And it's usually that simple. I don't know. That's the thing. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry to me. Like you can start working on your issues now, or you're going to do it in 5 or 10 years from a hospital bed. It's pretty simple. Or like I said, you can wait for that negative thing to happen that gives you the motivation to do it. Like I said, it could be okay, like using women as the example again. Like I think that women are under a lot of pressure to look good all the time. So when that girl gains 20, 30, 40 pounds and now she doesn't look as good and she's not fitting into her clothes and so on, that's usually her reasoning to live a better lifestyle. Um, for men, there are definite issues with men if they're not as strong. Um, I don't think it's so much looks, but I'm just gonna say there's things that come with living a healthy lifestyle for men that if you don't put the right things into your body will start to show aging, and over time, it's just gonna wear you down. So I'm just gonna say with men, there's some pretty simple things that you wanna you wanna lead a healthy lifestyle if you wanna maintain yourself over time. And then there's just a whole cascade of things. It's like I said, it's usually something negative that sparks people to wanna live a better lifestyle. I mean, even if I can judge myself, there were just a lot of things I didn't know. So I've always worked pretty hard. I've always considered myself an athlete, but I didn't know much about diet. Yeah, I didn't know much about diet. I used to eat a lot of fast food when I was younger. I used to drink a lot of pop, French fries, burgers, KFC, Taco Bell, you name it. I ate all that junk, and it caught up to me. Um, I think that when I got to be about 20 or 21, um, I would eat foods and I just didn't feel good. I would eat like I'd order out pizza and I'd eat that and I'd get these splitting headaches and I didn't really understand it. I didn't know why. And then finally, when I get into MMA, I was around a lot of wrestlers. So when I got into MMA, the wrestlers started kind of teaching me how to diet. So when I started dieting, that's when I noticed the biggest differences. And it wasn't hard. It was fruits and vegetables, lean meats, and back off on the carbohydrates. And that was it. I mean, that was all we had to do. And I did learn a little bit more about supplementation and vitamins and things like that. I could get deeper, but that was the basics. And then I started feeling a lot better. I mean, when I first started running, I could only run for 10 minutes. I could jog for 10 or 15 minutes and I'd be completely exhausted, like absolutely exhausted. I had nothing left. Um, but then slowly but surely, I could run for 20 minutes. Then I could run for 25 minutes. Then I could run for 30 minutes. And then it just kept building. But that also came with my diet, drinking enough water, flushing your system, detoxing, all these things. And so I appreciate that, Mike. Um, Happy Father's Day to you as well. But when I figured out the dieting and I figured out how to live a healthier lifestyle, the momentum started to shift, and I felt that shift, and I just stayed with it. But I did have some health crisis, some health issues for a long time with my stomach, and just over time, I had a serious staph infection at one time. And when your life is threatened or your health is threatened, it will change your entire perspective on what you're doing with your body. And since those things have happened to me, I really appreciate my body, my physicality, being able to function and move. And being able to get sick and recover, that's a big deal, you know, like um, to be able to fight off infection or disease or whatever that thing is, to have a healthy, strong body. So, like, when something's introduced to your body, you can handle it and you don't get so sick you just fall over and die or end up in the hospital. So, I don't know. I just, all this stuff is just me thinking I've always wanted to live a healthy lifestyle. If I can help anybody do that, that's that's all I'm trying to do. But I can't make anybody do anything. I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything. I'm just showing people kind of what I do. I diet, I exercise, I get rest, I drink a lot of water. I mean, I really have simplified it. To me, it's like so easy. But I think a lot of people just, they don't want it until something negative happens or they have to do it. They actually have to do it. So that's completely up to them. Are you still there? You guys are probably checked out. I got you. Well, I gotta go anyway. I'm gonna go. I think I'm just gonna go ride my bike. I think I'm just gonna do a short bike ride. Then I might. I was planning on getting the boat out, but we'll see how the weather is here in a little while. Fair enough. Happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there. All right, guys. We'll talk shortly. Hopefully from the boat. Talk to you soon.